Narrated by Abu Huraira. Allah's Messenger peace be upon him said, when honesty is lost, then wait for the hour. It was asked, how will honesty be lost, O Allah's Messenger peace be upon him? He said, when authority is given to those who do not deserve it, then wait for the hour. Narrated by Hudhaifa. Allah's Messenger peace be upon him narrated to us two narrations, one of which I have seen, happening, and I am waiting for the other. He narrated that honesty was preserved in the roots of the hearts of men, in the beginning, and then they learned it, honesty, from the Quran, and then they learned it from the prophets, Sunnah tradition. He also told us about its disappearance, saying, a man will go to sleep whereupon honesty will be taken away from his heart, and only its trace will remain, resembling the traces of fire. He then will sleep whereupon the remainder of the honesty will also be taken away, from his heart, and its trace will resemble a blister which is raised over the surface of skin, when an ember touches one's foot, and in fact, this blister does not contain anything. So there will come a day when people will deal in business with each other, but there will hardly be any trustworthy persons among them. Then it will be said that in such and such a tribe there is such and such person who is honest, and a man will be admired for his intelligence, good manners, and strength, though indeed he will not have belief equal to a mustard seed in his heart. The narrator added, there came upon me a time when I did not mind dealing with any one of you, for if he was a Muslim, his religion would prevent him from cheating, and if he was a Christian, his Muslim ruler would prevent him from cheating, but today I cannot deal except with so and so and so and so. Narrated by Abdullah bin Umar. I heard Allah's Messenger peace be upon him saying, people are just like camels, out of 100, one can hardly find a single camel suitable to ride. Narrated by Jundub. The Prophet peace be upon him said, he who lets the people hear of his good deeds intentionally, to win their praise, Allah will let the people know his real intention, on the day of resurrection, and he who does good things in public to show off and win the praise of the people, Allah will disclose his real intention, and humiliate him. Narrated by Mu'ad bin Jabal. While I was riding behind the Prophet peace be upon him as a companion rider and there was nothing between me and him except the back of the saddle, he said, O Mu'ad. I replied, Labbaik O Allah's Messenger peace be upon him. And Sadiq. He proceeded for a while and then said, O Mu'adh. I said, Labbaik and Sadiq, O Allah's Messenger peace be upon him. He then proceeded for another while and said, O Mu'ad bin Jabal. I replied, Labbaik, O Allah's Messenger peace be upon him, and Sadiq. He said, do you know what is Allah's right on his slaves? I replied, Allah and his apostle know better. He said, Allah's right on his slaves is that they should worship him and not worship anything besides him. He then proceeded for a while, and again said, O Mu'ad bin Jabal. I replied, Labbaik, O Allah's Messenger peace be upon him, and Sadiq. He said, do you know what is Allah's slaves, peoples, right on Allah if they did that? I replied, Allah and his apostle know better. He said, the right of Allah's slaves on Allah is that he should not punish them if they did that.